You didn't start this one in. Turn it in work. Is your name on here?
Mr. Price, check it out. These three, going over there with that power.
Alright,
With that power now that I
Well, you know, at least
You play on me if I punch you.
what?
So you look like a punch bag.
girls for me.
So cause y'all make us that way. That's y'all fault. Someone alright, one. Oh, bye, Mr. Price.
See you later. Happy weekend.
I sure will, 'cause I'm gonna sleep this weekend.
Happy 64th. Yeah. Okay, money back? Where you going?
Change my mind.
You don't want to go to Atlanta?
I'm in Atlanta 5 minutes.
Mr. Price,
I think you guys are going to perform there.
just somebody.
Actually, no, they want to see the band.
Not this class, you can use that.
Okay.
They want to see the band.
Oh, they're not even going to play? Alright. Who they seeing?
Some college.
Stay on the blank side of this. Jot down what you know about the atomic bombs.
In front. On this side.
On the blank side. On the blank side. We're gonna go over that together. So look at that, yeah.
That beer back.
Keep it on the blank side, keep it on the blank side, keep it on the blank side, keep it on the blank side. On that blank side, you're gonna write down what you know about the keep it on the blank side. Write down what you know about the atomic bombs on the blank side. Yes, you do.
You sure?
You didn't read over that? You didn't read over the homework from yesterday?
Not on the work. What's the camera mode?
Huh?
Go, John.
What's the what?
The camera. Okay, we can see on camera, Mr. Frank.
Teacher.
All right.
You gotta do it again.
That young lady, the lady,
Keep it on the blank side, guys. Keep it on the blank side.
okay, I'll get it here in a little bit.
Not yet. We're gonna get it right now. Oh, now I'm urinated on my hair. Keep it on the blank side, alright? On the blank side, jot down what you know about the dropping of the atomic bombs to end World War II. Everything else, let's get right. Let's get jot.
It's like all in the crowd that one
Blank
lady.
side, blank side.
Guess who birthday tomorrow? Guess who birthday tomorrow?
Yours?
No.
Don't forget the thumbs.
You gotta think hard.
Campaign is Williamson, and she said she needs to see you. Thanks,
Okay, so
okay.
you're saying you're now writing, jotting down what we know about the dropping of the atomic bombs to end World War II on the blank side of the sheet. What do you know about it? Alright, who, what, when, where, why? What was 0? Let's do it. 3 minutes. Jot what you know.
I'm not a piece.
You don't have keys in it?
No.
Jotting down what we know about dropping of the atomic bombs to end World War II. Who dropped them?
Albert Einstein.
Yeah. You should be a level 0 here, guys. Level 0, second Hiroshima. Malcolm's at a level 0. What do you know? Is Bailey in the band?
She
Is Sean sick?
Yes.
Kenisa sick?
We don't need it.
Gloria sick?
Glory here.
What do you know about dropping of atomic bombs? Dropping down. Good. I'm quite excited. We'll take 1 more minute. Okay, we'll take 2 more minutes before you got it. Okay. What do you know about the dropping of atomic bombs? Who was it? Where was it? When was it? Why was it? 1 minute. That's up. Tristan's checking out your notes from yesterday. That's all right. That's cool. Maria? That's right. I gave it to you.
You sure?
Yeah. 30 seconds. Emily's still driving. Cool. Malcolm is still working. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, what do we know about the dropping of the atomic bomb to end World War II? Malcolm Hines?
1 bomb can destroy an entire city.
1 bomb can destroy an entire city. All right, go.
Truman, I say, he dropped a bomb on Hiroshima.
Hiroshima.
Truman. Okay, so who's Truman? Our president. Okay. So we deciphered that the United States is involved with this, of course, Ebony.
Albert Einstein helped to devise the atomic bomb.
True. Einstein helped to devise this thing.
Thousands of people killed.
Thousands were killed.
Okay, all I know is that the atomic bomb will be visited and can apparently end a real dangerous war.
It can what?
Apparently end a real dangerous war.
It can apparently end a very dangerous war. You can get that from the question, right? How did it end World War II?
You don't die from the explosion, you can die from the toxins that come from it.
You don't
Yeah,
die
but
from the
this is
explosion. Beautiful. You can die from the toxins.
Okay, I got a question. So, the United States bombed Hiroshima, right? So they want that island so they can get to Japan.
Well, where is Hiroshima?
It's in Japan.
It's in Japan. City in Japan.
Like Hiroshima, due to the bomb, they still can't use that land because it's still too radioactive for humans to live on.
So it's a radioactive. Okay, so it's a radioactive thing. The atomic bomb is a radioactive thing. Have you wrapped it up? Last one.
The plan was to buy stuff through the Manhattan Project.
Beautiful.
Hey.
And one can
Okay. All right, Manhattan Project, totally.
Now, you know that too?
What you say?
So today we're going to look at the dropping of the atomic bomb. Right? We know that we dropped it. We know that we dropped it on the country of Japan. All right, this is how the war ends, and we all know that. Okay, but we're going to look at how we should remember it. Okay, how should we remember the atomic bombings of World War II? So we're going to look at two different sides. Two different sides, the American side and the Japanese side, right? We're gonna watch a quick little introductory video that explains a little bit about what the bombs do to human bodies and just how destructive these things are. Check it out.
The atom bomb, the most devastating weapon mankind has ever invented. A nuclear weapon around the strength of the bomb that went off in Hiroshima is going to release an absolutely cataclysmic amount of energy. The amount of energy that we're talking about is akin to being dropped into the center of the sun. In Hiroshima and then Nagasaki, almost 100,000 people died immediately. The people who were on the fringes of this blast were actually the ones who suffered the most. If you were in Hiroshima and you were close enough to see the blast, but far enough away that it didn't kill you, the last thing that you ever saw was that bright flash that would have blinded you. The back of your eyes, the retina, melt away. And you received a radiation dose equivalent to thousands and thousands of chest x-rays. The human body can absorb just so much radiation before it falls apart, because the very cells that you need to heal are dying from the radiation poison. If the radiation dose is intense enough, it'll actually look like a thermal or burn injury. Blisters will form. Layers of skin will begin to slough off. Your body's vital functions will begin to slow down, stop. If you were fortunate enough to get a lower dose of radiation, then you might not have died immediately, but it doesn't mean that you aren't susceptible to getting almost any type of cancer known to man 20, even 30 years later, because you'll develop perhaps multiple cancers at the same time.
So like Malcolm said, right, this land that was blown over, it's still unusable, still toxic. Okay, 30 years later, people are developing cancers from these things.
It's still
It feels like
So they don't come out today.
50 years.
Still toxic. So, right, this is the brief synopsis of the bombing. On August 6, 1945, an American B-29 bomber dropped the world's first deployed atomic bomb over the Japanese city of Hiroshima. The explosion wiped out 90% of the city and immediately killed 80,000 people. Think about that. Right away, 80,000 people. Right? Tens of thousands more died later of radiation exposure. 3 days later, a second B-29 dropped another bomb on Nagasaki. So we got two bombs, two cities.
So they killing innocent people too?
Ah,
So do Albert Einstein think that that was an accomplishment or a failure?
That's 120.
good question.
That's too many people dying.
I understand. Let's look more into it. All right, flip over your sheet. We're going to look at two different historical accounts to start out with. And we're going to analyze just a little bit of it together. What's up? It's sad, yeah?
But it's like an animal, we ask
But they'll do fire.
Ah, possibly. So, the first two things we're going to look at are two accounts. Hiroshima as victimization, Hiroshima as triumph. These are from a history book written in 1996. All right, we're going to look at these two and just kind of summarize them, briefly summarize what they're saying. All right, so Hiroshima, let's annotate this a little bit. What is this again?
A city in Japan.
City in Japan. Get this down. And if it's victimization, what is it?
That's already targeted for one is targeted.
You targeted. If you're a victim, or is it like a positive thing, or is it a negative thing?
Negative.
Right. So this is probably going to be a negative account. All right. Someone else read this. I can't do it. Go through it.
Japanese still recall the war experience primarily in terms of their own victimization. For them, World War II calls to mind the deaths of family and acquaintances on distant battlefields and more vividly the prolonged systematic bombing of their cities.
What's an acquaintance?
Somebody you know that cool.
I didn't really know it.
How
But
about you associate?
cool. Yeah. Thanks. Friend, associate. Okay, so their family and friend are just in battlefields. Go on, Tony.
If it is argued that the nuclear bomb of Hiroshima was necessary to shock the Japanese to surrender, how does one justify the hasty bombing of Nagasaki?
Yep.
Only 3 days later, before the Japanese had come to investigate Hiroshima and formulated its bombs.
All right. So on the bottom of the sheet, you got a little 2 questions, right? Question 1, in 1 or 2 sentences each, explain the 2 narratives. So if you want to do it here and like half this, or maybe on the side, the first one, right? Explain what that first narrative is saying. So I'm going to do it right here. I'm just going to put victim, and I'm going to put in my own words. Take 2 minutes. You can reread it if you need to. It's pretty short. Explain what it's saying.
The Japanese people surrender when it's barely people still alive.
It's still,
Like being at war, like the less people that you have to fight, they'll have to end up surrendering.
like they're rather.
Whoa. So this is a small, it's not a small city, it's a pretty big city, but there's still Tokyo and Incheon and South Korea, all these other big cities in Japan.
Is the U.S. the only state, the only country that has states than cities?
No.
I never see like well-known countries.
Like
with-
Yeah, Africa.
All right, we're talking about to tell me that we're done with this.
No.
Take 30 more seconds. Last 3 together and 20, 10. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
I mean, 4.
2, 1. So we just took that first segment, right? Japanese or Hiroshima as victimization, right? Explain what the narrative is saying. What's it saying about maternity? I said maternity?
I thought you said.
Casserole? What's it saying?
I think they were saying about the second bomb was necessary and stuff.
Why was the second bomb unnecessary?
Because they already killed 80,000, while they had to kill up 40,000.
Okay. So they already killed all these people, maybe they didn't need a second bomb?
If they didn't give them a one-time response to the person, to say if they surrender or not. No, I said the U.S. wants to go.
Well, that's a good point, right? Did they give them enough time to surrender?
It's right there in the text.
Right there.
She's like.
He is excited. How does one justify the hasty bombing of Nagasaki only 3 days later?
They didn't give him time to investigate.
So who's the victim?
Japan.
Japan, according to this narrative.
So we've been, we can go both ways.
Let's look at the other narrative. Okay. Let's look at the other narrative. Hiroshima
Want me
as
to read?
triumph. Hold up. What's triumph mean?
Win.
Winning or victory. So is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive.
Hiroshima as a positive or a winning thing,
Like an award.
like a trophy, a triumph.
Hold up, hey, when they victory, they go boom.
Well, let's see how it was a victory, shall we?
Look, but you know how when they went over and took their city from China, that was just extraordinary.
They would have a bomb.
They were cutting up people.
A little extra. A little extra.
They
Okay.
never had a bomb.
All right, let's read this one. Let's read the last one.
Yeah, she read. That was Carol Lee.
Ebony.
To most Americans, Hiroshima, the shattered, atomized, irradiated city remains largely a symbol of triumph, marking the end of a horrendous global conflict and the effective demonstration of a weapon that has prevented another world war.
Oh, there. Okay. What did this end?
Another world war.
What did it end?
The
The
conflict.
first World War.
What around global conflict are we talking about? Cool. Ended World War II. Prevented.
Another war.
There you go.
So after they tried it, the other country looked at it. We're not gonna do it no more because they
Oh,
don't get it all.
possibly. What's irradiated mean?
Gone.
Radiation, right?
Yeah.
So let's say like it's for radiation or like maybe cancerous, right? Radiation causes cancer. Everybody keep going.
It is hard to imagine that the Japanese would have surrendered without the atomic bomb. Japanese battle plans that were in place when the bombs were dropped called for a massive suicidal defense of the home island, and in which the imperial government would mobilize not only several million fighting men, but also millions of ordinary citizens who have been trained and indoctrinated to resist to the end of the primitive makeshift weapons. For Japanese to even discuss the capitulation surrender was seditious against the law.
Cool. What's powerful here?
The word capitalization, sedition,
Totally.
indoctrination.
We've seen seditious before. Remember the sedition acts, right? If it's seditious, it is. Okay, so for Japanese to even discuss surrender,
They still had plans to attack us.
Against the law.
All right,
because
So
they
without the
tried
bombs,
not to
then they still would
Ah.
have attacked us.
okay, so summarize this one, explain this one, and then answer question 2.
So.
Give me your 1 to 2 sentence explanation of Hiroshima as triumph, and what do you agree with?
I really don't understand the second.
If we never bombed them, then they would proceed to attack us because they still had plans.
So more people would have died.
Let's look at this again. Not only several million fighting men, but also millions of ordinary citizens
They trained them.
who had been trained and indoctrinated to resist the end with primitive makeshift weapons. If it's primitive, what's a primitive?
Well, you know, like before man.
Like 4-man, so like think about like a stone
So
sword. It's sharpened. We're gonna fight to the end, right?
Yep.
So what they got to do with them killing people that ain't have nothing to do with it? Cause they were innocent people. I don't think
Alright, let's take a minute, think about it by yourself. And we'll talk about it. And check out the first sentence too. Can you both not drop the bomb and drop the bomb? I think we're mostly wrapping up on the second one. And we're going to look at more documents that sheds a little more light on this issue.
No, it's hot.
Sick. Let's bring it together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not Malcolm. Trey, did you get it yet? Let's help her out. What's it saying? Gloria.
So like, they're saying basically we should more people. If they didn't bomb.
If we didn't bomb them,
Yeah.
it would have killed more people? Why?
They had premature weapons. They had other plans.
Okay, so if we don't use the bomb against Japan, we're still going to be in the war, right? If we're still in the war with them and we don't use this big bomb, what are we ultimately going to have to do?
Keep on using.
To kill more.
Keep on using little bombs and
And
then
they work because they spit.
Or go for a straightforward attempt.
straightforward attack. Which means we do what?
Ground.
Round. So we send our guys in,
We would
Or
never.
risk losing the war.
we risk losing more people.
Yeah, so.
No, the war.
Now we're getting hypothetical. Who knows, right? Japan has millions of people on their homeland, and it says here that they're not going to surrender because it's against the law.
But then, I wish they know.
It's their law.
Swords.
They gotta fight.
We can't handle them, we got more
So what?
So what they speak?
What they what?
What they speak?
To kill all of us.
Yep.
They
So
Somebody take over
when
everything.
you in war, do you keep fighting until somebody give up, or you fight until everybody's dead?
Depends on what your leaders and what your generals were saying. The Japanese,
They fight to the
according to this, fight to the death. So this is saying that we should do what?
Kill them.
By doing what? I don't know. What do we agree with? Which one do we agree with?
The second.
Why?
Me.
Why, Terry?
I say I agree with Trump because Japan believes in fighting to the end, so you would be what was next said.
Okay. Simmons? Simmons? Head up. One more. Malcolm.
Go ahead.
Malcolm's gonna go both. Malcolm's gonna say, I agree with both of them. Isn't he?
I can make an argument. No,
Can you both drop the bomb and not drop the bomb?
I chose the second one because I feel as if although it was quick and painful for me, for the other people in Japan, it saved millions of lives ultimately.
Yeah,
Because
what I said. I
they
agree.
had millions of people ready, and the normal citizens were already indoctrinated. So you can't say that they were innocent people then. They were ready to go to
I'm
war.
saying, they were ready to fight too.
But kids now,
Regular
kids,
people walking through the
you
stores,
gotta have
kids fighting,
you gotta
good
have
pocket
a
knives
little
and stuff.
We had these working in the factories and all
Oh,
kinds of
this
different
one.
Kids had pocket knives.
All right, now. All right, guys. So
And it worked for us.
the next step is we're gonna look at these two sides a little more in depth. All right. So right now, I want you to get a partner that you're gonna work with. Okay. Partner means one person. One person's good. Let's move quick. Let's move quick. Let's move quick. Let's move quick. One partner. Partners. Come on, guys. Let's go. Yes, these are yours too. These are all yours.
What we gotta do is just annotate.
We're going to be annotating and we're going to be getting ideas that support one side or the other. I got Better come here, my partners. Here we go.
I'll wait till the group together. You like working with me?
Partners. Japanese experts. Simmons, what's going on?
I got a question. You can't be on the council. Okay,
What I got? You're breaking them up.
So that's saying that they didn't know that on they dropped the bomb, they didn't know how it worked. Come on, good day.
All right. Hold up, guys. Up here in 3, 2, 1. So you have one of two documents now. One says Japanese experienced experts. One says American experienced experts, right? Okay, so you're going to be looking for evidence that supports the Japanese side. Okay, so the Japanese side, you think that that's going to be saying that it was a good or a bad idea to drop the bomb? Okay, so through these 4 documents, sometimes you don't get what you want. So through these 4 documents, we're looking for evidence that supports that side. Okay? Japanese, it was bad to drop the bomb. American, it was good to drop the bomb. So let's go through document A very, very quickly. Document A has information for both.
Oh, I thought.
Okay, check it out. Even before the bomb was tested, someone else read it.
Even before the bomb was tested, American officials began to debate how to use Admiral William Lee, chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff, opposed using the bomb because it kills civilians indiscriminately. Hold on, I'm gonna say it. Indiscriminately. He believed that economic blocking and conventional bombing would convince Japan to surrender.
Hold that. Is there something that we could use here?
Yes.
What? What does Lee say?
He killed civilians.
Yep.
They killed, so that means that's what
Yeah, right?
that's what
That's what you
Japan.
had. Admiral William Leahy.
Leahy.
So Leahy says, if we use the bomb, it's going to kill who?
Like anybody, like
Cats, dogs, mice,
innocent people.
everyone. Babies, toddlers, grandmas. Okay? So according to Leahy, so you could say Doc A, right? On your sheet now, Doc A, right? Leahy, bomb kills civilians. Indiscriminately.
Indiscriminate. How you say that word so easily?
Indiscriminately. What does that mean?
No discrimination.
This does not discriminate. The bomb doesn't discriminate against people. The bomb kills anyone. The bomb doesn't say, oh, he's not fighting in the war. I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna surround him with fireproof and radiation proof. Nah, it kills him. It melts him.
Mr. Frank, you know we were down in the water, send them blood and stuff, with their family, with their dead.
Sorry, what?
Now you send the letters to your family to let them know that they died in the war. How do they be knowing when so many bodies around?
They just know who ain't there no more. They took.
So here's the thing about this, here's the thing about the droppings of these bombs, okay? The United States had looked at cities, and they looked at good candidates for where they could possibly drop this bomb. So they wanted to make sure that they didn't bomb these cities beforehand because they wanted to drop the bomb, and they wanted to show the world what?
They played.
They played.
We tired of fighting.
So we're gonna talk about that in a minute, okay? We're gonna spend only 10 minutes on this, and we're getting to the next part of this activity, okay? So you got 4 documents. Pick and choose, or get ideas from them that support your points of view. Okay? Japan, it was a bad idea to drop the bomb. American, good idea to drop the bomb.
Look, it's not bad for them because they gave it to them.
Give me evidence. Prove with evidence. Yeah, that is yours. Okay, but are you getting this information from these documents? We know this because we know that from pre-con. Okay. I'll pull it out of the documents too. Okay, sorry, the work on that. Alright. Okay.
I can't even shock somebody into it. No black will shock somebody into
You be so happy, like they got us, but it really wants you. You know how they get hurt off, let it go kill the people over us hurt. We like, what, there are so this man, I don't made the military. So they had to do something.
Exactly right. So if we use the bonds, what can we do?
He said, to them, to them, hurting.
Right?
Yeah.
So look at all these dollars.
Yeah.
So, give me that.